Back with another video. Today's a very, very powerful topic once again, man. Okay, let's go. Today we're talking about awakening is very different from wokeism. Okay, they're two different things and we have to differentiate both of them because there's too many concepts, woke concepts being merged with spiritual communities nowadays. And it takes away from our authenticity, it takes away from our truth, our purity, our divine essence. You get what I mean? It's all about the cultural narrative that is being created, the super ego that becomes a security guard to stop us from acting and thriving in our best selves, okay? So that's number one. Let's just first of all understand that. And as we begin to understand that, we can start to also break down our own levels of wokeness that we bring to the table, right? Because we all have it, we all have different ways in which we conform, okay? And that's just become the norm for such a level that we have to start to understand how to get out of that norm, right? And create our own norm, but also understand that there's certain things that get normalized. Let's normalize this, let's normalize that, okay? So what is normal anyway, okay? Normality is a concept that constantly keeps changing because of the culture, right? So that's something that we have to understand. Now, of course, I'm all for freedom of speech. I'm against censorship and, getting attacked for, again, let's just say that the woke agenda is very problematic for spiritual development, okay? The world is not as black and white as you might see. It is the yin-yang. It is beyond duality, actually, beyond polarity. There is a lot of gray area. And in Primal Sutra, we remain in the middle path. We don't let ourselves sway towards these different poles of positive, negative. No, we are the neutral, equilibrium, equanimity standpoint, where we're not overwhelming ourselves through reactivity, but instead interactivity with our higher selves, okay? So when we're ushering in this kind of cancel culture, right, and this politically correct culture, we also have to understand there's a lot of politically correct police, okay? People policing other people's things and, values and other ideas, okay? And you're not gonna break my flow, Moons. I'm always in the zone, you know what I mean? So, yeah, I don't care. A hero needs a bad guy to exist in order to feel identified, okay? So a lot of people, they need a villain. They need someone to look at and be like, that's the bad person. And we often do that, I think wokeness is a direct antagonist of spiritual growth. And because you're aligning with falsehood, you're aligning with like a pity party mentality. You guys get that? And I'm saying this because I used to be falsely woke. I used to go to a liberal arts college, man. What do you think I was programmed there to do, right? I was programmed in that college to be what Dan Pena would call a snowflake, okay? I would melt under pressure. Nowadays, I lean into pressure. There's a vast difference, okay? I lean towards it in order to master it rather than getting scared of it or, trying to get away from it. Okay, don't get burned by the fire, consume the fire and become the phoenix, right? Shout out Phoenix. We're going to New Zealand this year, by the way, okay? It's going to be an amazing event, okay? So irregardless, hey, you guys too, okay? I love how, the NPCs show up, bro. No, these guys are, I believe they're Gen Zs, so they're gonna get tapped in a little while after this video when they realize. You are in New Zealand, that's dope. That's dope. Okay, so an unwillingness to test assumptions is just super weak, man. Okay? Is really weak. So when you test somebody's assumptions, when you rise up to the challenge, when you start questioning the narrative, I think it's a big plus. It's a big positive. Okay, you get that? So I'm going to read out this quote. The masses have never thirsted after truth. This is by Gustave Le Bon. Listen. Whoever can supply them with illusions is easily their master. Whoever attempts to destroy their illusions is always their victim. Oof. Okay? Dang. Okay? Hit him with an uppercut. Okay? Now, I'm pretty apolitical. I'm here in India right now. And I saw on the newspaper title, Trump is dead. Guys. So it's like, that's such a sensationalist title, first and foremost, right? It was an assassination attempt, not a homicide, right? So it's like, reading into that, first and foremost, it's like, I go, what? He died? Like, there must be some hidden agenda in that, because it's like, even a lot of these newspapers, they aren't telling the true story or the narrative, you know, based on this. It's like very bizarre, you know, the sensationalist media. And I know that Trump has this kind of never surrender attitude, you know, which is a type of vibe like, you know, let me milk this for clout, you know what I mean? Let me be a media genius, a meme lord, you know. Let me check. Oh yeah, Yash, for sure. Victim of lending. People don't like to be told the truth. They want comfort with lies. Yeah. When the truth is told, it hurts their ego. Oh, totally. Yeah, no, your sense of humor is whack, bro. Like, nobody else is laughing here. Right? You're trying to be cool, and you're trying to gain attention and clout based on your comments. But ain't nobody caring. Okay? Ain't nobody caring about you. Okay? So, let me just say this. Myself, as an Indian man, okay, I feel unsafe in woke spaces. I feel like I have to stick to a certain narrative. And when I step out of that narrative, it's a microaggression or internalized racism. Okay? Wokeism is actually furled and fueled full of ego and unconsciousness, not actual awakening. So the false wokeness is a gaslight. It's a mental abuse. It's skimming over the big topics. It's consciousness designed as signaling virtue, disguised as having a concern for other people. And prejudice designed as social justice is the main issue with a lot of this wokeism stuff, because it sucks people into a world of illusions, man, world of lies, rather than what? Actually understanding how to be spiritual, right? And having a connection to a very unique, enriching spiritual path. So this world is all about domains and echo chambers. What makes me a good speaker is I've done this on YouTube for a while, right? I can talk and talk and talk. Okay? And if you understand that throughout the time that I've been doing this, I've started to understand that this is a domain, right? This is an echo chamber of the internet. So everything has echo chambers, and certain people, they only prescribe to certain ideologies, and they join like a Discord server, a Reddit page, certain YouTube channels. They create their own echo chambers. Like if you're a black pill guy listening, you follow a lot of weird incel channels and you get sucked into that, right? You just get into a loop like, oh, it's so addictive, that content, because you're reacting to it. You get what I mean? You're like, oh, it's giving me a good feeling, the adrenaline, okay? The apprehension, okay? So it doesn't matter at the end of the day. It's like, so what, right? So what? That's the energy. Like, why don't we actually create a space where we do get challenged? Like here, like I love the fact that some of these guys are trying to throw me off flow, right? Even the guy who first started trying to be a dick, right? He was like, let's go back to the first, not to disturb your flow, but, okay? That's how he started. Think about that. Think about that. Not to interrupt, but you're interrupting still, doesn't matter. Not to be offensive, however, yo, what? Cool observation, I know, bro. I'm tapped in with this, okay? I'm tapped in with this. And people in Primal Sutra, we will gladly have people who disagree, okay? Hey, guess what, guys? We have a moderator here now. So, okay? Okay? That's it. So, thank you, Ranji, for being here. And healthy dialogue is a good sign, right? We had many conversations at the Primal Sutra Telegram group that have gone into arguments or like people talking over each other, but we always try to work with it, right? We always try to focus on a solution, not focusing on arguments and problems and issues and, you know, weird, like, don't just make a joke to try to be offensive. That's whack, bro. Make a joke that is offensive, but like you actually like it and you're finding it really funny, right? Like, don't just do it just for the clout of your friends. You get what I mean? Like, vengeance is not even for you. It's for God to handle, right? The people who fuck with you, their karma will ripen already. They don't know your spiritual path and who you're connected to, right? And so conformity, what it does is, I've noticed this in myself too, it fuels a dishonesty. It's called a pretense, right? It's called a pretending. So humans are social creatures that, of course, they want to run from the pain and they want to go towards the pleasure, right? They want to reap the rewards. That's natural for being a social creature, right? Oh, look. Threshold moment has an issue with me, huh? Brother, you're typing a lot and you're not listening to the message. So what does that say about you? Okay. Now listen, you can be racist as hell, but disguising yourself as a part of a conscious community and giving yourself a moral high ground about something, right? You could be a part of a very dark company, right? Or even a health regime and make someone look like a public enemy. Get that? By the way, threshold, we're gonna siphon your chi. You do know that, right? You do know that. Basically, it talks about having conversations rather than have conversations. In the United States, we call that kind of person Democrat. Oh. Wow. 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 You're using voice to text? That's even weaker, bro. Why are you not typing? So lazy, bro. Anyway, let's say a company, right? Think of a brand like an egregore, a thought form. So you're prescribed to many ideologies and you get a random ad and you click on it and you go down the rabbit hole of that ad and then you get caught up in some random pop-up page, right? And then you start feeling bad. But you clicked it, right? Think about that, bro. You're the one who clicked it. You're the one who pressed the button, right? And the reality is many people are doing this in the spiritual communities. They're just following trends. They're trend hoppers, following fads. And echo chambers have one narrative and they hang around in groups that just parrot each other, full of the same nonsense and the same information. You see this also in a lot of conspiracy theory portals, right? Where they're just stuck in their own fear. And it's like, bro, you gotta break yourself out of that, you know? Gotta break yourself out of that, you know? Confirmation bias, exactly, bro. You know?
Bro, this is how you sound. This is what Democrats do, is left-wing ideologues, and let's have a discussion about something rather than generating into name-calling. He talks that he has a moral high ground, and yet we haven't even discussed anything yet. He goes on and just talks hypothetical stuff, but he hasn't had a discussion with me about anything. The only thing I am doing is calling him out for having conversations about having conversation rather than actually discussing anything. Are you even listening? Are you listening? Hello? Hello? Am I getting to you? Can you hear me, Grandma? Can you hear me? Okay. Sonny boy. Okay? So if you don't get challenged on your diet, your lifestyle, that's so woven into your identity. All you hear, right, is the reactivity. Name calling is funny to me. Someone left a comment, gay Indian boy spotted, right? This random chick with no followers and pink hair. First of all, I ain't no boy, okay? I'm a 30-year-old man, get it through your head. Secondly, bro, I'm majestic, right? Jealousy doesn't look good on you, homie. You know what I mean? Dana White says, cocaine is a hell of a drug. Absolutely, absolutely it is, okay? But I'm not on cocaine, I'm on life, I'm on Vajra. You get what I mean? Be careful of the narrative and the story that you are writing because you just might get it. You have to command this identity of yours in the matrix. Mathis says, you are an NPC as you cry for help with your thought waves you project. You're in the right place. You'll learn here and help us too. And some secret for you, all discussions useless. Dang. Dang. Praise Jesus, absolutely. One of my favorites. I love the show Chosen, bro. Have you guys watched Chosen? It's such a good show, right? Episode 5, where he like turns water into wine. Like, I think water is flow state and wine is abundance or celebration. So it's such a beautiful, imagery of just understanding that, you know what I mean? And like the fact that his mother is like, he whispers to his mother, like, why do I have to be it? It's like, it's not my time now. It's like, if not now, then when? Right? Oof, such a powerful scene, man. Really powerful. Cool, bro. What is the point that you're making, though? I don't understand the point. What are we even arguing about? The topic is very clear, man. I think everybody understands that we don't want wokeism and we want awakening instead. We don't want to go with the false narrative of virtue signaling, okay? Accuses others of being NPC and yet he engages in NPC behavior. Really? Really, bro? Show me an NPC who's talking about the topics on my channel the way that I am. This seems like a very big projection threshold moment. Very, 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 very projection. This is something about you. I would actually challenge you to change your profile picture from a T to an actual face. How about that, bro? How about that? Exactly, bro. Bro, you're getting called out in the comments. Look at what everybody is writing to you. Why do you care so much? But again, when you're on this path of righteousness, you will get attacked like this. Okay? Keep up the content. Thank you, bro. They're Agent Smiths. Oh, I like that. There are no NPCs, only Agent Smiths. That's dope. But what is actual awakening, right? Feeling that, have you guys ever experienced a Satori moment where you end up just getting to a precipice where the silence of your mind and the gnosis, the direct experience that you have, taps you in to such a state of unique abundance and glory that you start crying or you start laughing out of the blue, you know? Been to, you know, a lot of places where, you know, like Sadhguru's inner engineering program, or like been to a, you know, very ancient Shiva temple that my family used to own. And, you know, I started tearing up. I started noticing the, you know, the energy of the place and getting this like blissfulness, right? This pure presence. And it's really important to recognize that this is what really is like a keystone. It's almost like the lightning that reminds you that there is a sky available, right? These little moments of mini awakening, okay, micro awakening, let's call it, is really, really, you know, important, I think. You know? Michael, I respect you, brother. You have your profile picture on, you know? Honest man, pointing it out, you know? I had no intention of calling anybody an NPC, okay? First and foremost, okay? But usually people in these comments tend to be NPCs, okay? Not all of you guys, but some of you guys, okay? Non-player characters, meaning you have not self-actualized yourself, okay? You are an avatar or you are an NPC. There is no transitioning to one or the other. Yeah, there is. Yeah, there is. Who says that? How do you know that? I think an NPC can become an avatar. Absolutely. Have you ever watched that movie, bro? What was that movie? That guy, man. The good guy? No, the other guy? What was that movie called, man? The one with Ryan Reynolds, where he's like an NPC and then he becomes like the main character hero. What was that movie? That was epic, bro. You know? Have I ever experienced Allah? Yeah. Powerful energy. Now, I'm not Muslim and I haven't connected to that energy too much. I've read, I used to read the Quran a little while ago, and my father found a different text that was really important to that as well. And, you think I sound like a little boy? That sounds like another projection. You're a grown man making fun of a boy, in your case, on a YouTube live, you know? Again, that's just, maybe that's the wokeism that's coming out of him, you know? Bro, I can laugh it off. You're the one taking it seriously. You haven't dropped it by now. I'm laughing at you. I've laughed at you many times, brother, you know? Ryan G's enjoying this a bit too much. He's like, wait till Uncle Makara gets into rap battle mode. Right? Alright, guys. Any questions? Anything coming up? Any altar should be set up this month to a certain deity, God Loa? I've been noticing a lot of water energies, brother. So perhaps like even Agwe's energy might be a very good idea, or Mount Oshun. It's such a powerful understanding, you know what I mean? When we can tap into a certain element. This month, I've been connecting more to the water element. And I did that on Portal Day on the 11th. And that was really, really powerful, man, you know? Bro, first of all, I don't even know if it was a pink-haired girl. It could have been a guy, right? A 40-year-old man who made up an image of a pink-haired girl. Her name was coolchick_420, bro. You get what I mean? Like, that's so weird. Like, that's such a generic name, though. You know, if you're gonna make a name, why not make it epic? You get what I mean? She left the room a long time ago. What are you talking about, bro? What are you talking about? You're bringing up demons way too much, my guy. Might be a demon running you, actually. I don't think you know enough about that topic. Mathis, I like what you just said, bro. Like, I don't judge you. All is good. We got you. Yeah, we got you, man. You're in the right place. You're in the right place, brother. Welcome. So, just like this, how we're having a conversation, in a wokeism conversation, right? I would have kicked this guy out a long time ago, correct? So, the fact that we're even having this conversation goes to show you that this is a very different from the wokeism of the Democrats or whatever you're bringing into the table. And instead of actually having an intelligent conversation, okay? So, first and foremost, you got to understand something. Awakening is not about how much you've read, how much you've watched, how much you've practiced. It's about getting the direct revelations from Source itself. It's by understanding that once you're on this journey and you've gotten a taste of this thing, you're like, give me more. Bring it on. Bring it on. Threshold, bring it on, bro. Get over here. Get your butt over here. Let's go. Hey, Guido's here. Yeah, let's go. Bum, bum, bum. Actually, I don't drink alcohol. Great. Knowledge rage. Yeah, go ahead, Guido. No, she didn't call me little boy. I don't know what you're referring to, bro. Let the past go away about... How about me and you marry, bro? Hey, pink-haired God said the shit. For real, bro. Yeah. Good for you, bro. Good for you. Congratulations for voting for Trump. Okay? So, listen, man. Okay? This is a video about wokeism and awakening. Okay? So, yeah, first of all, I'm apolitical, brother. You know, I'm in India. You're in the US. Think about this. Like, it's ridiculous, the fact that you're even bringing up this comment. You get what I mean? I don't hate Trump, bro. What? What? Bruh, I was just praising him a while back, bro. Having the never surrender attitude, and I don't think you were listening to anything I'm saying, bro. You're just on your own tangent somewhere. Like, imagine an old guy, right, in Arkansas or something, like just sitting in his own room, you know, just like talking shit into a phone, like through text to speech, you know, and just like blah, blah, blah. All right? Why can't I let it go? Why can't I let it go? I just can't let it go. I don't know. Talking out his neck. Bruh. Goals. Prosper P is funny, man. I like his sense of humor. Bro, everybody's clowning on you in the comments, and you already see it, and you know it, okay? Let's not hide from the fact that you are a #1 fan of Primal, Sutra, and Uncle Makara. You know it. That's why you're here for this long. Otherwise, you wouldn't react to anything I was saying. You just be like, whatever, fuck this guy, and leave, right? But you're still here. Okay? You didn't go toodaloo, right? You're still here. Guido, sorry, I didn't see your question, brother. What's my opinion on masturbation? I think that it can be, honestly, there's a difference between creating friction and self-pleasure, right? Two different things. Two different things. There's one thing, you're nutting up the spine and you're creating kundalini internally, inner Christos, right? Christ oil. And it's another thing where you're just wasting your seed, you know? And I don't believe in wasting my seed, bro. You know what I mean? Like, I want to preserve that. I want to maintain that. I want to have delightful tantric sex, you know? So I don't want to spill that energy out all the time, right? Where a lot of people, they do that. Every day they're jerking off, you know? So it's like really having the power and the discipline to say no, you know? That's a temptation, actually. You know, that's bringing me away from my path rather than, you know, self-pleasure is awesome, you know? Sometimes it's even better than sex if you do it right, you know, if you really love yourself. Straight up. That's my opinion on it, bro. And again, people come to me for advice on this as well. There was one guy who was reading about all this stuff around it, right? That he got so caught up in his head. And bro, I don't drink alcohol either, like, you know. Why are you good? It's nice that you're still calling me bro, okay? That's first and foremost. Let's get the respect back, okay? Unless that's a virtue signaling comment or whatever, like trying to get on my good side or whatever. I don't know. How do you know how I have little discipline? I make videos every day. Like, where's your logic there, bro? You're still caught up on that girl who called me a little boy. I don't give a fuck. I never even saw a girl here. What are you talking about? I think you're referring two different things, brother, and you're getting confused a bit. No, she didn't say that. She said something like, what was it? This was, by the way, this is out of context, but this was in response to a comment that I made on Connor Murphy's channel, where I was saying something like, Illuminati humiliation ritual, question mark, right? And then that's where she commented. So this has nothing to do with here or whatever, right? I dropped her a long time ago, trust me, bro. Like, yeah. Yeah, anyway. Guido, yeah, so that's my response to that. And I would just tell you, don't read up so much about it. You know, a lot of people, they over-consume information about semen retention, nofap, rather than actually doing it. Like, put it into practice and actually walk your talk. Like, stop consuming and getting into a rabbit hole of this stuff. Because again, it's like, do you really want a chick to be with you and you're talking about semen retention? No, she wants your nut, bro, straight up. So you have to learn how to like interact with people and really like maintain that thing. You know what I mean? So that's my own advice for that, you know. Thanks for the energy will be used towards something far greater than your mission assessment by an entity to disrupt the environment here. Yeah. All good. No, she... Bro. I only repeated that a couple of times, and you're the one who keeps holding on to it. So I don't see the connection there, you know what I mean? Like, anyway. You're the one bringing her up. I think you love her, bro. I think you love pink-haired girls. You know? No, brother, she did not come into this chat room. She did not. She didn't. She wasn't here. That's on my YouTube. That's on my Instagram that I was referring to. Thank you, Threshold Moment. I'm blessed to read you. You were stuck and came here for a lesson, though you tried blocking it. I now got you. Come to Telegram. Yeah. So Guido says, I really did retain for a long time, but it got so pent up. Yeah. And it really started messing with my head. And it was hard to focus and meditate until I relieved myself. Yeah. Definitely, bro, because when that energy rises, all the gunk, all the stored energy, right, all the trauma is going to come up, you know? And once you start on that journey, you really got to understand how to do positive, mula bandha yoga practices, bro, right? That's how you can circulate the energy up and keep it on different chakra points rather than having it all in your lower basal chakras, right? Then it starts to get irritating, frustrating. You start making the same mistakes, you know? I've been there, bro. I'm speaking from experience, okay? Blah, blah, blah. If I do brahmacharya for 1 year, I'll attain conquerors. Yeah. Gunk and trauma, you say? Yeah, so like, it really does bring up that emotional stuff that we keep buried, right? Because think about it, your kundalini is rising, right? As you're holding it in, your energy's trying to find a way to release somehow, but you have it all pent into your lower body, right? Your sacrum, your pelvis area. So you have to pull that, squeeze your intrinsic muscles. I would actually recommend the Joe Dispenza breath for you, Guido. See if you could look into that. Really, it's going to change your life, bro. Because that breath is so powerful and it releases limited emotions into more empowering, thriving emotions. All right, guys. Got to get going now. Thank you so much. Thank you, Threshold, for this amazing, you know, your little monologue there. That's dope. Osho has an amazing Hindi talk of transmutation. Yep. I love Osho's, Mantak is great too. Osho's idea of, he has this meditation which is like you start babbling like a baby before you go to sleep. It's really good for sleeping, okay? And like getting adequate rest and insomnia. If you ever struggle with insomnia, start babbling like a kid, you know, before you sleep. Just like, right? Just start doing that and you will just knock out like that, bro. I'm telling you, okay? Play some delta waves in the background. It's perfect. Smooth, okay? Smooth. All right. Threshold, you're more obsessed with the girl than Primal Sutra. Straight up, bro. What breath? Oh, the breath is called Dr. Joe Dispenza breath, okay? Or we call it the jungle breath. We have it in our path working differently. All right, guys, thank you so much. Let's get it. Upward spiral gang. May we never be the same again. You already know. Let's win. I'll see you in the astral. Usa. Let's go. Let's go.